Well, hello guys. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I haven't streamed in a while, I know, but here we are, finally. I'm free, so I can talk about stuff. I can play video games, I can watch people playing video games, and I can talk about video games in general. So, what are we doing today? We we're gonna discuss about the UltRank 2025 season and my predictions of the players that I think will be ranked for the whole year. A lot of those players are ranked for the 2025.1 ranking, which was of course unofficial. It's just to see how the rest how the players were doing like at that time, and I will be using that well I used that as the main reference, and I did a lot of data. I got a lot of data. So I have like 6 documents here. So this is the main one, right? The one that says odd ranking 2025. So these are players that I think will be ranked from the top 150. And I got this player who is a horrible mention. Then we have this, which is unranked players. So these are players that are currently unranked that have at least one win over a player that was ranked in the 2025.1 ranking. As you can see, for example, this one, Abadango. Abadango has 2 wins on 2 different players from the 2025.1 ranking, one over Kuhaku and the other one over Ryope. So the thing about Abadango is that he has these wins on two of these players, right? And they're ordered from ranking. Kuhaku, if I remember correctly, was number 134, and Ryope was number 101. And the same here, for example, Akari Mitsunashi, who has a win on Lunamado, who is number 116, and Akakiksu, who's number 35. So the first player that is next to the unranked player's name is the worst ranked player that he has a win on. And the final one is the one that has the best, right? Ryope here is ranked higher than Kugaku, Akakiksu is ranked higher than Lunamado, and so on. Here I have another list. This one says players' losses. So these are the losses that every ranked player from the 2025.1 ranking has over unranked players. For example, here we have the Akola losing to Skinny the Pooh, Raoru losing to Yuzu, Gluttony losing to Tomisa, and so on. Thank you. I have player wins. So these are all the wins over ranked players that the players from the 2025.1 ranking have over other ranked players, of course. And it is listed by ranking as well. These are alphabetical order. For example, Zomba has lost to Bobo, MPG, and Yeast. Alphabetical order. However, these ones are not by alphabetical order. They are ordered by ranking. So Capitancito was a horrible mention. Danny was 144, I think. Fui's 139. Beasley 120. Why is Beasley here? Oops. You know, people make mistakes. But it's good to see them, Beasley should be here. Because Pio is 128 and Beasley is 123. Then we have 114, 106, 104, 99, 96, and so on. Then we have the 2025.1 players and how they did throughout the whole season. So that's why I mentioned that I used the rankings from the 2025.1 as a reference. And this is listed in chronological order. For example, Dormigi, who first attended GSM, then he attended Sumabato 54, then he attended Maisumata 1, Sumabato 55, and so on. And finally, we have this, which I'm probably not going to be using. This is the UltRank 2025. These are all the tournaments that happened C tier or higher throughout the whole season. That's why it has 126 pages of this, because there's a shit ton of tournaments from from December 21st. The first one that happened was Smash Awesome. So I have the top 8 of those tournaments. I have the tournament's name. This is the tier. Players that placed from first to seventh, their seeds, and the top 8 seeds that didn't make top 8. For example, here level 1 was seed 7, but he placed 9th. And same with Ken, he was seed 5, he placed 33rd. Then the number of players in top 8 that were not seeded to make top 8 has to match the number of players that were top 8 seeds but didn't make top 8. For example, here, Uame, Kaninabe, and Carmelo were not seeded to make top 8. Those are 3 players. So there has to be 3 players that didn't make top 8 but were top 8 seeds. In this case, level 1, T, and Ken, who were seeds 7, 8, and 5, respectively. And it's all the tournaments, literally all the tournaments. To the last one, Posada Gamer 2025, that happened just literally last night, that MK Leo won as seed 1. Alright. But I mentioned that I was going to talk about the predictions, so that's what I'm focusing on. So here are the players that I think will make top 150 plus this one. We're going to talk about Sigma first. So, in case you don't know who these players are, I'm gonna mention them because most of these players are like not super known. Some of them have not been ranked like ever, and some have before. But here we have Sigma. So Sigma, in case you don't know who he is, he's a Toon Link main from Japan. And why is he a honorable mention instead of being ranked? So the thing about Sigma, well, the thing about horrible mentions in general, is that they are ranked as horrible mentions for 2 reasons. The first one is that they don't attend enough tournaments. I believe you have to attend at least 4 tournaments in order to be ranked in the top 150. If you don't meet this requirement, you are ranked as a honorable mention in case you still did well even though you attended less than 4 tournaments. And I believe this will be the case for Sigma. So Sigma, for the 2025 season, only attended 2 tournaments. Well, technically 3. But the thing about UltRank is that they do count D tiers for everything. I don't, but because it's like their D tiers, they're probably not like super important, but they do count towards attendance. Because for example, Yalmanac, a Peach main from Texas, he got ranked in the 2025.1 ranking, attending 4 tournaments, I believe, and 2 of them were D tiers. So yeah, it does count towards rankings, but I believe like winning a D tier, like especially if you're gonna be ranked, it's not really that important. So even if we do count Sigma's D attendance towards this D tier tournament, he's still gonna be a honorable mention because he only attended 3 tournaments, 3 ranked tournaments. So the first one he attended was Charisma SP22, where he beat Rorikusu and Rimu. In case you don't know, Rorikusu in the previous ranking was ranked number 32 in the world, and Rimu was ranked number 68. So those are good wins. He lost to Dio, the Snake player that is also ranked, and he also, in losers, he lost to Mark, the Yoshi player, placing 5th at this B tier. Then he attended a D tier in Hawaii, where he lost to Big Stu, who I believe is the best player in Hawaii. But he ended up winning the tournament. I mean, Sigma. Sigma won it over Big Stu. And at Umebura, SP12, he placed 25th, but he beat Rorikusu again. He also beat Shirome, who, in case you don't know who Shirome is, he was ranked as a honorable mention for the 2025.1 season because he didn't meet the attendance requirement. So he beat both of those players. He lost to YI, who is a Kirby main that appeared out of nowhere and started doing very well. And in losers, he also beat Onjoji, who is a Snake main that has a lot of wins, but I don't believe he will be ranked. And then he lost to Ryope. It's curious that he beat Onjoji but 3-0, but lost to Ryope 3-0 as well. Well, Ryope is a ranked player for a reason. He's the second best Snake in Japan. And like 4th in the world? I don't know, somewhere around that. So Sigma got 2 wins on Rorikusu, a win on Shirome, and a win on Rimu. And as I'll talk about later, I think Shirome will be ranked as a top 150 player. I think Rimu is gonna be top 100, and I think Rorikusu is gonna be top 50. But we shouldn't be getting ahead of ourselves. The thing is, I think Sigma will be ranked as a honorable mention because he has beat good players while attending very little. His losses are not super bad. I mean, losing to Big Stu, losing to Dio, and losing to YI, it's kind of sus. But this is what I believe. I think he'll still be ranked. Like, if you beat a top 50 player twice and have wins over other players that are top 100, I think you have a very good chance of being ranked. So I think Sigma will be ranked as a honorable mention. And I honestly do not know what other players could be honorable mentions. I honestly do not know because I do pay a lot of attention to like almost every scene in Ultimate, but not by that much. And also, like, some of these could be wrong. Like, I don't mind missing some of these. Like, there's something I'm curious about, but I'm gonna talk about that later. So, another thing I want to mention is that these are all the ranked players from the 2025.1 season that I think will be ranked again as top 150 players for different reasons. So I'm gonna start talking about them just a little bit. Zachary. So let's talk about Zachary. So Zachary, he went to like, hold up. Zachary only attended 2 tournaments in the first half of the season, and he attended 2 tournaments in the second half. He barely got ranked as a honorable mention in the first half, probably because he beat Jackal, who was a top 50 player in the previous half. In the second half, I think he also got a good win, but I don't remember who. I have the wins here. So Zachary beat Shirayuki, Chag, Milurun, Shion, Jackal, and the Buzz. I think out of all of these guys, the only one that is gonna be top 50 this season is Shion. But I'm getting ahead of myself here again. But like, it's important to mention where I do think they will be ranked, because otherwise, all my arguments stop making sense. Um, but anyways, I still think Zachary will be ranked. Like, his wins are good. Um, and he has not lost to bad players. That's also another thing. Like, the only unranked player he lost to was Ludo, and I think that happened at Level Up, but I'm not sure. It might have happened at Riptide. But yeah, for sure, Zachary saves himself from being unranked because of this run. Ninth at Umebura SP12. And he has attended 4 tournaments so far, so he will be ranked in the top 150. Uh, Next, Shirome. Shirome, who is here. Shi- I mean, I didn't mention Sakurai because everyone knows Sakurai. If you're watching this video, you know who Sakurai is. You might not know about Shirome though. Shirome, just like Sigma, is a Toon Link main, also from Japan, and also doesn't attend that many tournaments. So Shirome attended like 3 events the first half. Hold up. Yeah, he attended Fly High 14, which he won, by the way. Kagaribi 13, where he placed 193rd. I mean, very low, but not the lowest we had. He placed second at Gekukujo 10 and 33rd at Umebura. He has wins over Tsubaki. Chag has 2 wins on Leaf, who has been popping off recently. A win on Gachipi, Kurofune, Tamego, and Mild. So that's a pretty good resume, especially because of this. Um, and this and this and yeah, good from Shinome. And he has 2 losses. He lost to Sigma, funnily enough, which I whoever already mentioned, and he lost to you, who is the best player from the Philippines, but yeah, like not something I should mention that much. Like, yeah, this player has a couple of wins over there, here and there. Um, his losses are not bad, really, because I think for one, Sigma will be ranked as I mentioned, so definitely not such a bad loss. And he has wins over good players. Yeah, he's gonna be top 150. And he has attended 4 tournaments. Good, you're good. Um, so from then I jump into wilds. I should have put many here, but it doesn't matter. Like, okay, so about that, hold up. I don't think Quid will be ranked. I feel like he has a very small chance of being ranked as a top 150. If he's ranked, he's gonna be ranked top 150, but I doubt he will be. I doubt he will be. Uh, like, yeah, he has a win for Iguri and Light, but Quandale and Lunamado have dropped off a fucking cliff after the first half of the season. So I think it's like the wins on Toriguri and Light are kind of negligible. Especially like he attended like 1 event this half of the season, which was Collision, where he placed 17th. He were and took losses over Phantom and Smurf Poster. Like, I can get behind being ranked before because he didn't lose to any ranked players, and he had the same exact wins he has now. Like, I'm pretty sure he didn't beat anyone at Collision. So he already had these 4 wins before the second half started. So I think Quid will not be ranked. I'm gonna talk about Mo and Alandis on another video because I don't think they're gonna be top 150. Wilds. Wilds has 2 wins on Danny, a win on Luis, a win on Ouch, and a win on Light. And this is different because I think Ouch is gonna be very much higher than Toriguri, and Luis is also a good win. I don't care too much about Danny, to be honest, but these 3 are good wins. Wild's losses so far have been to Atata, Toon, Uno, Vivid, and Yeast. I'm gonna say that losing to Toon right now is not bad at all because he is gonna be ranked very high. However, who the fuck is Uno? Like, in all due respect, who is Uno? Vivid is also not. I mean, I know who Vivid is, but come on, dude. And Atata and Yeast are also like okay, in my opinion, but losing to these two, especially this one, like who? Yeah. But he does have very good wins on his favor. Wilds. Yeah, like these tournaments were like Supernova was okay. I think that's the tournament where he beat Ouch. I think so. Or was it a Carmel? I don't remember, man. He beat someone at Supernova, I'm sure. But Riptide was tough. 65th? Damn. Yeah, I think he'll still be ranked because the wins are just too good to ignore. But yeah, I think he'll stay as a top 150. Then we have Manny, who, funnily enough, I had this list made before this past weekend. So after this past weekend where we had Posada Gamer, I thought about ranking Manny higher. Because now he has a win on Monty and he has a win on Andric. The win on Monty is fucking great. So he's probably like one of the. If he's top 50, I mean top 150, he's gonna be ranked really high in the top 150. But if he's top 100, I won't disagree. His wins are good. Haven't checked his losses though. He has lost to Chujitsu, who is that? We know Yasar only because he means Dr. Mario, but honestly, like that losing to Yasar is not amazing. Losing to Mustaine, I know who Mustaine is too, but again, same with Yasar. This is not great. Losing to Leaf twice. In case you know who Leaf is, this is not referring to the Japanese Robin. This is a Mexican player who plays both who plays Peach, Peach Leaf, who plays Peach and Bayonetta, but mainly Peach. And Manny has lost to Leaf twice. Leaf was a previously ranked honorable mention in 2024.2, I believe. I know they were ranked previously. They're good. They are a good player. It's just that unfortunately, like they're stuck in Mexico, and they had a very rough S factor. They placed like 49th or something. If they had a good run, they probably would be ranked, but unfortunately, that's not the case. But the wins, dude. Manny has 2 wins on Mo, 2 wins on Alandis, a win on Andric, 3 wins on Gilhue, 2 on Chag, Winner Meister, Cosmos, Monty, and Big Boss. And I think Monty's for sure top 50 this season. I don't know about Big Boss. I feel like yes, he should be. I don't know. The other ones are top 100, some of them. Do I want to rank Manny as a top 100 player? Man, I don't know. I'm inclined to say no, but I wouldn't be mad if he ends up being ranked in the top 100. Shin. Yeah, it's not read as Shin. It's read as Sin. I mean Shin. It's not Sin. It's Shin. Shin rather. But yeah. All right. So I'm gonna talk about a couple of players first. Hold up. I'm gonna talk about Chicken. I think Chicken will not be ranked. I think he has a chance, a slight chance. Not really. He has like one win on a maybe top 50 player, and then like one win or probably a top 100 player. And the others, like Shadow, will be ranked in the top 150 probably, and these three are probably unranked. Probably. Probably. So I don't think Chicken has good enough wins, and at the same time he has bad. Like losing to Masa is okay, but who the fuck is Emo, dude? We know who Wine is, but Wine is not doing well right now. And losing to Yusutsu, I don't even know who Yusutsu plays, bro. So yeah, Chicken unranked. JDB probably also unranked. I'm not sure. JDB has lost to Echo, who's alright. Like losing to Lammers is okay. Losing to Lammers is super okay. Losing to Quick, I mean, he's definitely a good player. It's just that, eh. Losing to Wedara is also like losing to Echo. Like he does have a win on Big Boss though, and Zog, but like he needs a better win. Like at least I don't know. Like he needs a better win. That's it. He needs a better win. Um, I also think that Anthony isn't cool. I'm sorry. Anthony will be unranked as well. I don't even know how he got ranked in the first place. Like, how? He doesn't have a single win over a top 50 player, bro. A single one. He beat Kaninabe, who was almost a top 50 player. But right now, Kaninabe fell off hard this half of the season. And these three also have not done much, to be honest. So yeah, Anthony for sure will be ranked. And look at all the unranked losses he has. Like, my god. So yeah. I mean, these players are good, but like, why are you losing to Dice and Raven King? Like, bro. Karu twice? Bro. So yeah, Anthony will be ranked. Now let's actually talk about Shin. So Shin has a lot of wins. That's why I think he will be ranked, and that's not the only reason I think he will be ranked. Like, look at these wins, like Chicken, Fui Allen, Mitara Sumaho. These like don't count too much. Kept, Shadow, Noi, Candle, Kirash, Rocky, Rarikusu, Tweak. He beat Tweak at poor priority. He beat Tweak at poor priority, which I think it's massive, honestly. Beating Tweak, a top 20 player, as well as these two who will be top 50. Great. Let's check his losses. Oh my god. Alright. He has lost to ISIS. He lost to Futarino Kiwamiya, who is an ice climbers from Japan, in case you don't know who he is. In case you don't know, yeah. Shin means ISIS. He is the best ice climbers in the world right now, probably. But in Japan, they also have Futarino Kiwamiya, who was ranked, I think, 135 in 2024.2, and Tomisa, who was ranked like number 108 in 2024.2. He has lost also to Ike, Iwaya, Nano, and Ryuk. Those losses are not great, but if you have those wins, it doesn't matter too much. So yeah, I think Shin will be ranked. Then then we have Sasusoro. Sasusoro will be unranked. Even if he has that win on Mia, I think his losses are too bad to ignore. Apollo 11, Baku Oto, Maya, Mimo. Nizamama is a good player, but he has not done anything. And number 8. What are you doing losing to Maya and Baku Oto? Who the fuck are those? He also plays like he has a couple of very very bad placements, and his wins other than beating Mia. Like, think about it. He was ranked 145 in the world, and he beat Mia, but he hasn't done anything else. Like, he maybe beat Sumaho this half of the season. That's it. Like, he only got ranked because he beat Mia, and that's the only reason. And probably Karage, yeah, that's not a good player. Uh Sasoro will be unranked. Like, he has lost to a lot of unranked players this half of the season and doesn't have a new win. He is lacking a new win. I feel like Danny will also be unranked. He does have a win on Beastmode Paul. He does have a win on Crep Saleh. His losses though. Look at how many losses he has. He's even worse than Sasusoro. Atata, Atomic times 2, Jen, Loaf, Mirage. Who is Mirage? Nexus, Shupi, Skeleton, Skittles, Vendetta, Rap, Xavier. A lot of bad losses. No. Danny's not gonna be ranked. Also, the win of Crep was the past half of the season. Like, he hasn't done much this half. Like, Danny, the first half, he even top 8 a major. I think he top 8 Patchwork, didn't he? I think he did. Guy will also be ranked. Imagine having 2 wins on Syrup and still managing to fuck up that much. He has too many bad losses. Bubs, Don K, Kale, Calm, Lobster, Sean. Like, losing to Atata, MPG, Seal, and Yeast is not so bad. Well, like, why are you losing to Don K? Calm. Who is Calm? Who do they play? I don't know, dude. I don't know these people. Um. So yeah, Guy will be unranked for sure. This had like very low attendance the second half. They only attended Riptide, where they placed 33rd. Probably didn't get any wins. Meanwhile, at least Danny, I think he attended all of this. But look, like this is so like mediocre. Like he didn't win any C tiers. He was 33rd at Supernova, 49th at Riptide, 33rd at Port, 9th at a couple of C tiers actually, out of the top 8. Yeah, this is just a little bit mediocre. So let's talk about the next player that I think will be ranked. Base Mage. Base Mage has very good wins. Base Mage has a win on Siski. Base Mage has a win on Snow, and he also has a win on T. This happened at Supernova, I think. Uh they beat two very good players, if I remember correctly. So like having these wins is super good for base. Base does have some bad losses, like real bad, like losing to Major. I think he's the only player that has lost to Major. Mio, Opsign, Rayan, Send. Send is good, but he's not doing much recently. Who the fuck is Mio? I don't know who Mio is. I only know Major because he means Ganon, bro. And I think Opsign is like the best CSS in Canada or something like that. I don't even know, dude. Are they from Canada? And I recognize Radiant, but I don't know. I think they mean Snake. I'm not sure. I don't know, Mio. I literally do not know what character they play. And Lammers is good, so Lammers is doing good. So yeah. Because of his wins on Tarek, I mean, yeah, Tarek is also good. Seiski, Snow, and T, like, you have to be ranked. He also, like, even if he does have bad losses, he only has a couple of bad losses. So it's not super bad. Now let's talk about Webb. Webb will be ranked. There's no way he's ranked. He has a win on Zomba, and that's like it. Like Kurofone, he's good. He's top 100 for sure, but Ryope and Chon are not doing much. And look at the amount of losses he has. Antimony, Beast, Blue Dog, Bobs, Char, Juice, Justin JPEG, Carflow, Mindiflash, Smog, Weezer. Who the fuck is Yakara, bro? I've never heard of that player before. Literally never heard of them before. Um, so I think Webb will be ranked for sure. And also like Webb, um, this is Webb's attendance in the second half. He attended Collision where he placed 33rd, and he went to Encore's match 50 where he placed 7th at a C tier. Yeah. Webb will be ranked. I also think Chucks will be ranked. He has 2 wins on Apollo Kage, which is good. But AK is not a top 20 player. And that's the only top 20 player you have. I mean, only top 50 player, possibly top 50 player, sorry, that you have a win on. He has 2 wins on him, which is good, of course. But like the others are not that remarkable. And look at the amount of losses, unranked losses Chucks has. He's lost to Arc D, Blue, also lost to Blue Dog, Brujo, Who is Cobalt, bro? Has lost 4 times to Endothea. Loaf, I don't know who lost is. Regalo, Sparkle, Symphonies, Troy, and Yeast. He has a lot of losses. And some of those are very bad. I don't know who Blue is as well. Like I know a Blue from Japan that means Diddy Kong. I don't know this Blue from the US. I don't recognize him. So Chugs unranked. Fui also unranked. They barely got ranked in the first half where they did something more, but in the second half they have not done anything. And I actually think they might be gone because this is their attendance the second half. They went to Sumabata 190. I mean Sumapa 197 where they placed 17th. Like all right, they then Jesus bro, they placed 513th at Umebura. That's a ridiculously low placement. And then they went to Sumabata 62 where they placed 33rd. Did I mention that this dude top 8 a super major in the first half? Did I mention that? He top 8 a super major. He placed 5th. He entered from winners. He entered from fucking winner's side. And you're telling me now he can't even place top 32 and an A plus? Ever since he tried maining Joker, like he went down off a fucking cliff. For real. He has not been able to do anything this second half, so Fui will for sure will be ranked. Like these losses suck. Like who the fuck is Ieyasu? Toto? Kogeta Gohan? Like what? Dude, like no. And the wins are okay, but he doesn't have a single top 50 win as well. Maybe Tamego. That's the only one I can see. Jesus Christ. Fui almost got ranked as a top 50 player, by the way. A reminder, in 2024.1, I think. Or maybe 2, I don't remember. Fui was like number 52 in the world or something like that. Or 53. Or was he? No, he was number 47. He was top 50. And now he's unranked? Man. So the next top player I'm going to talk about in the top 150 is Lemos on A, who I have a hard time thinking they might be ranked or not. He does have good wins though. But the losses are also not great. Lemos on A, well, I haven't talked about any of these players. I always forget. But Sasoro was is a Rob main. He has been ranked multiple times before. He has a win on Mia. He beat Mia at Smash Awesome, which was a super major. But after that, he has not done much. Danny is the second best wolf in the US. I think he's from Texas, but I could be wrong. Guy is the best Luigi in the US. Not by rankings though, but oh no, fuck. I super lied. No. I forgot about him. Okay, no. Guy is probably like the second or third best Luigi in the US right now. He's good, but he doesn't attend very often. You probably know Base Mage, but yeah, Base Mage is the best Jigglypuff in the world. He's the only Jigglypuff that is currently ranked. WebJP is the best Sheik in the world. The only Sheik player to get ranked right now, but they will be unranked. Chugs is the second best hero in the US. They will be unranked probably. Fui is one of the best Yoshis in the world. He tried maining Joker. Uh, but to no avail. He was very good with Yoshi, but for some reason he tried going Joker, and after that he fell off very hard. I'm gonna talk all about Andric in a future video. Lemozon A. So Lemozon A is a dual main. He mains both Young Link and Snake. I feel like they do use more Young Link, but they do look like they are really a dual main. It's like Shuton, where it really feels like he's 50-50 between the Olimar and the Aegis. Same case with Amazon A. He has wins on blah 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 Gachipi. Kurofune has 2 wins on Tamego, Motonabe, Gorioka, Uame, Umeki, and Raki. Those are good wins. Those are good wins. The losses, though, he has lost to Akasa, Ishipon, Kebanga, Kurion, who the fuck is that? Latte has lost twice to Lax, Maipan, Rinoha, Sautando or Thousand, and Tarakotori. Yeah, he lost to Tarakotori, the little Mac. Um, the only one I am accepting is this one, because Lax will for sure be ranked. Why are you losing to Kuribon? Who is Kuribon, bro? I don't know who they made at all. I know all the other players, but not Kuribon. Um, the losses are not great, but like, come on, bro. Like, his wins are good. Yeah, like Tamego might be top 50. Wami's probably gonna be top 50. Raki's for sure top 50. Um, yeah, I feel like they're gonna be ranked, but very low. Right now, they're number 137 in the world. I think it's staying that way. I think they're gonna be closer to like the 130, 140 range. Navy. Navy used to be the second best Luigi in Japan. They actually got ranked in the top 50 for the second for 2024.2 rankings. I think. In the first half of 2025, they got ranked 136. They had these wins. The best one being Kaninabe, who was almost a top 50 player in the first half. The other ones are mid as fuck. Not only that, but if you check on Navy, you can see that he has not attended a single tournament since Kagaribi 13. He didn't even go to Kulon 16, which was the super major that happened after Kagaribi. That even like players like Light, MK Leo, and Spargo went to. No, he didn't. Him as Japanese, he didn't ever attend that one, and has not attended any tournaments ever since. Is he in hiatus? Probably. He left. He left the competition. He left the competitive scene. So Navy will for sure be unranked. Not only his wins are okay right now because like these players have not done anything this season, this half of the season. I'm sorry. He has not attended anything, and I think the algorithm does punish that a bit. Not that much, but it does punish it. So I think Navy for sure will be ranked. Ayalin. I think Ayalin will be unranked. Ayalin is probably the best Sora in Japan. Kameme even though he does attend events sometimes. Like he goes to the Kaguravis and Umeburas only. Um, Island has similar placements, kinda. Well, maybe if Kameme attended more often, he would have more wins, but that's not really the case here. So Island had a couple of very good tournaments where they managed to beat a lot of good players, including Masha, Shion, and Reno. They also beat Shion, who we already talked about. So they made Sora, probably the best Sora in the world at that time. However, in this second half, which would be this, Island has not done anything. Like, he placed 65th at Sebugeki, 65th at Old Core, 129th at Umibura, 25th at Impact Major 1, which was not even a major, 25th at Silver Cup, couldn't even make top 8 at this C tier, 17th at Kulon 17, 65th at Kagaribi, 33rd at Impact Major. Like, very, very lackluster results. I actually think they have not beaten a single ranked player in this half of the season. Not a single one. And on top of that, they have lost to a lot of unranked players. Like a lot of them. Look at all the losses. And some of these losses are like bad, bad. Like Lomi, Onisan, Otsu, Shu, Smix, Tomato, Yamagon. Who are those? Who are these people? I legit do not know. I know Onisan, but that's such a bad loss. Anyways. Harupoyo, like, he's an up and coming, kinda. But all the other ones, like, a ton of bad losses. So yeah, they will be unranked. They have not done anything this half of the season. So the next player I want to talk about is Kuhaku. Kuhaku is a co-main. He used to main DK only, but now they play Steve as well. They do play a lot of DK. Like, don't disrespect the DK. He's good with DK. Are you looking at this win? He did it with DK. He beat Rocky with DK. I watched that set live. You can too. I don't know if he beat T with DK as well, but I don't care. He has a win on T. T, Rocky, and Tamego. That's all I need to know about Kuhaku, and that he doesn't have that many bad losses. Right? Like, well, who the fuck is Komama and Sasha? I don't know these people. Shidare Sakura. Okay, he does have a couple of bad losses, but he has a couple of good wins too. Ah man, I think they're gonna be ranked anyways, but maybe barely. They're barely gonna be ranked, and they also have not attended that much this half. They have only attended these tournaments. But still, like 17th at Umebura is great. Like, I think that's the tournament where they beat T and Tamego. I think so. Those are great wins. So yeah, I think Kuhaku will be ranked. Quandale, I think Quandale would be unranked. Just because of this. Hold up. This is Quandale's results this half of the season. He plays 129th at Supernova, 33rd at this C tier. 33rd. C tier. Yeah. 17th at Miami, which is okay. But then again, 129th at Port. No. And also, like, he accumulated so many bad losses because of this tournament results. Like, who is Arpeggio, Irod, Pagnito? Who? Who are these people? Nah, dude, like, he might have beaten Snow the first time, but like, even like all the other wins he has are like all right. Maybe, well, Elijah Man is a good win, but and he has two wins on Elijah Man. Like Luigi Kid, Guy, Big D, Danny. Like, that's only all right. I think if they didn't beat Snow, they wouldn't be ranked. But yeah, they have not beaten Snow again, so there's that. In case you don't know, Quandale Dinglingleton is Steve main, a Steve player. I don't know where they live though. Kuhaku and Ayalina and Navy and Lemos and A are from Japan, all of them. Quandale is from the US. And he used to be named, he used to be known as D Dog, but then they changed their tag to Quandale Dinglingleton, which is a very stupid tag and very long, but we don't care about that. He's gonna be ranked. Gilhue, that's the next player I want to talk about. Gilhue has two wins on Chag, a win on Cosmos, a win on Zog, a win on Big Boss, two wins on Leo, and a win on Gluto. I was I was thinking for some reason that Gilhue might be on ranked, but then they beat Gluto at S Factor. They beat Gluto, and they have two wins on Leo. Like nobody that has this can be on ranked, and also this. Nobody that has this can be on ranked unless they're like that's the only thing they did, and they went like 0-2 at every other tournament they attended. Like, but not that's not Gilhue's case. They also beat Zog. Like they also beat Zog. Um, this is very good for Gilhue. This is the only reason he's staying ranked. He has beaten very good players. The losses, though, the losses. J Mafia, Karu, like Rigby. He's improving, but still losing to Rigby. Losing to Tune is okay. So yeah, Gilhue will stay ranked, and the only reason he's staying ranked is because of Big Boss Leo and Gluto. Next player I wanna talk about is Ambo Z. I'm gonna skip Big D because he doesn't have any good wins. I mean, he has. Honestly, like it's not super bad because I think these three will be top 100 instead of top 150. That's topic for another day. None of them are top 50, by the way, at all. They're gonna be probably like number 90, 80, and 70, maybe. Maybe. I still think Big D will be ranked. Um, so we skip past Ploopy and we go on to Pew. By the way, Jesus, so much, so noisy outside. Big D was the best. I think, Jesus Christ. Um, Big D was the best ice climbers in the world for a while, but not only he's not attending as many events, but right now he's not doing nearly as well as we're used to. I actually do not know how he even got ranked at all because in the first half, none of these players were good. Like they're all ranked like either below him, like Elijah Man and Andrik, and Bloop is like right next to him, and he's like already like not only in 130 in the world. Like, why are you ranked this high, bro? I don't understand that. So I think he has not done anything in the second half, which would be this. He attended two tournaments. He placed fourth at a C tier, which is all right. But then he won, 25th at Eugene Bound, which is or very mid. Nah, big deal. I'm sorry, bro, but no. So now let's talk about Pew. Big D is from Canada, by the way. Pew is from France. He mains Min Min. He used to be the best Ness in Europe, but now he mains Min Min, and he is the best Min Min in Europe. He has 3 wins on Mpopo, a win on Susu, a win on Rafflo, and a win on Crap. Those last two are very good. If it wasn't for this. Shit. If it wasn't for this is even worse. Much, much worse. What the fuck is this? He has lost to too many unranked players. Has lost twice to Andres, lost to Ines, Donut, Echo, Etish, Gact, Johnny, KKP, Masa, Motsai, Niras, Orion times 4, Quake, Rarkir times 4, Roltash, Ryuka, Shanik, Suzune, Tsumusuto, Vince, Yosakura. What the fuck is Yosakura, bro? And Semo. How do you even lose to Tsumusuto as a min player, bro? I don't get that. I really do not get that. Min Dr. Mario has to be at such a bad matchup for Dog. I cannot see how you lose that. But Pew somehow lost that, and he also lost to Yosakura, who I don't know who he is. He lost to Suzune, who's Mewtwo. Mewtwo can be like complicated, maybe. He has a lot of bad losses, and on top of that, his wins are good, but there's like very few good. It's only like Raffle and Crip and once, so like not the greatest thing in the world. Now we get to talk about shit, Metara. Metara will be unranked. He has a lot of good wins. He has a lot of wins in general. I'm sorry. He beat Rimu, Karaage, Reno, Toriguri. These are good players. However, the losses. Who is Alwai? Who is Dom? Kai, Ki, Kisha, Takenoko, Takeshi Mac. Who are these people, bro? Icarus, like, who? Incredible. It's incredible how many players Mitar has lost to. Less so than Pew, but it looks like I recognize most of Pew's losses. Mitar does have a lot more wins though, but I feel like Pew's wins are better. Rafflo and Prep is great, honestly. Mitara and Toriguri is probably also good, but I mean Reno and Toriguri is also good, but not mind breaking. I feel like both are will be ranked though. It doesn't matter. Uh, Now let's talk about a player that will be ranked. Embo Z. So Embo has 2 wins on JDB, a win on Gil Hugh, 2 wins on Big T, a win on Mr. E, a win on Mutis, and a win on Cola. These two are great. Not only that, but he has only 2 losses to unranked players. I don't know who Caesar is. I think they go by another name now, but Mao is the best Rio player in Mexico. He's kind of a hidden boss, honestly. He's pretty good. Why will Embo be ranked? Because he has a win on Mutis and Cola. Is that not enough? That's better than Rafa and Crep, probably. I mean, maybe like even if it's not better, look at the amount of losses Embo has in comparison with Pew. Look at the amount of losses. The difference. It's too big. Yeah, Embo C. Well, in case you don't know, Metara is the best Meta Knight in the world right now. He's from Japan. Right now, he's not doing good though. He has very, 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 very lackluster results. Like 33rd at the C tier, 65th at this B plus, 257th at Kagaribi. Like he's not doing well. Then we have Embo who plays 25th at Port. Well, 33rd at Ujinban was also pretty bad, but could be worse. Then we have Yalmanak. Yalmanak is, well, Embo. I didn't talk about Embo. Embo is the best duck hunt in the US by far. I don't think they mean other characters. They have a win on Mutis and Cola while losing to much less players than others. They don't attend very much as well, but it's probably due to location. Right? They live in the Pacific Northwest. I don't have no idea where exactly, but they live in the Pacific Northwest. That's why they always attend Battle of BC and Eugene Bound, Port, Pacific Northwest. Then we have Yalmanak. So Yalmanak is a peach from Texas. The same region as Mutes, who you probably know Mutes. Funnily enough, Yalmanak does have a win on Mutes. He beat Mutes at a regional, at a C tier, at this one. Then he placed ninth at Comic Palooza, where he beat Capitancito and Cosmos. It looks like he only has attended 2 events. But like I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, Yalmanak has attended also 2 D tier tournaments. So that's why he counted towards the attendance requirement, because he attended 2 D tiers and 1 major. So that's he attended 2 D tiers, like forming 4 tournaments in total, and he attended a major tournament. So he meets the tour attendance requirements. Is he gonna be ranked? I don't think so because he has not attended a single ranked tournament after Comic Palooza. So that means he'll stay like this. He has these losses. He has no losses to unranked players so far, but he has no new ranked player wins. Picky Chris. I think Picky Chris will be unranked. He had like one good tournament, which would be LMBM. He kind of did well at Miami too, but yeah, there's no comparison. LMBM was a super major, Miami was a major. Like this is S plus, this one is A tier. Definitely not the same. He has wins over Elijah Min, Hyper Kirby, Kendall, Omega, and Leo. However, he also has losses over Atata, BT Bean, Gact, Jen, Couple, NRA Start, Marvell, Ripcord, Yeast, and Z. Why are you losing to Z and Couple? What? Ripcord? Like, what? Why? Why are you doing that? It's okay though. Well, it's not okay because I think he won't be ranked. Beasley, he get what? Picky Chris. Picky Chris is the best Ness, the best solo Ness in the US right now. He's from the East Coast, but I don't remember where exactly, but they're from East Coast. Then we have Beasley. Beasley is the second best Diddy Kong in the US. I think they're from Texas. I think so, yeah. Um, they have a lot of wins, good wins. Mo, Manny, Ploopy, Shattuck, Unit P, Big Boss Shion, Apollo Kage. Unfortunately for Big Boss, he has not attended tournaments this second half. They actually attended a bunch of tournaments. One of them included Supernova. I think the other one was Port Priority. And I think the other one was Eugene Bound Summers. But he DQ'd out of all of them. Like he played like until like top 64 and then he DQ'd. Or once he lost to somebody, he DQ'd. That's why I don't count DQs mid tournament towards ranking. I do not. So that means Beasley has not attended a single tournament after Como. And they don't have wins over any player since the first half. But I did count the losses. So Beasley has lost to D tier, High, Inawakoshi, Kaki P, Mao, MFA, Backstreet, Panda Beta, Vendetta, and Winter Shorts. Yeah. Now we have Luigi Kid. Luigi Kid is a Luigi main. He has the title of the second best Luigi in 2025.1 because he placed 25th at LMBM and he got wins over K-Flock, Tilde, and Mutates. After that, he placed fifth at the round table 3, and then he did nothing else. He placed 49th at CTK Mercon, 257th at Supernova, 9th at Hype Waves 100. No. Like, these losses are too bad. Who the fuck is Benny, Hikari, Moat, Tony Pajamas? Who are these people? Dude. Then we have Sumaho. Sumaho will also be unranked. Sumaho has wins over Lemon A, Naocha, Gachipi, Kurofune, Tamego, Koryoka, Reno, and Yaura. Honestly, a much better resume than Luigi Kid, or even Beastly for that matter. So why will he be unranked? Because he has a lot of bad losses, including Ari, Aruarusa. He has lost to Gact, Hero, and Kameme, Masami, Squall, Sumeru, Yopi. Like, these are bad losses. Bad losses. Rocky. Rocky is an Isabel main. I don't think they made anyone else. I'm not sure. But I don't think I've seen Rocky use anyone else. They had a very good run at the first half of the season, which was at Tsukushima 5, where they placed second. They beat Ashimo and Raru at that tournament. But yeah, Rocky will be unranked. Dude, I look at those wins though, like Leaf, Snow, Riksu, Ashimo, and Raru. Like, I didn't think this through. I just say like, oh, but he has very bad losses. Like, this is his season in the second half. 49th at Sumabatu 60, 129th at Umebura, 33rd at Cologne 17, 17th at Sumabatu 63, 25th at Kari 14, 17th at Sumabatu 64, 7th and 5th at C tiers. He has not done much, honestly. Then we have Tsubaki. I feel like Tsubaki will also be unranked. Unfortunately, because I really enjoy them, but yeah, these are his results. The second half: 25th at Old Core, 49th at Umegura, 385th at Kagaribi, and 9th at Ripura, SP12. Tsubaki has wins over Supasemi, Leaf, and Carmelo, and it has been this way since the first half of the season, while accumulating losses to Miracle Anpan, YI, Yobi, Deer. Like, what? Yes, Tsubaki is a very good player, but for some reason he has not been able to find his step this season, this half of the season. So I think he will be unranked. Yeah, like even though he has a win with Carmelo, I don't think it will matter. He's just like super unranked this half of the season. He has not done anything, not a single win and bad losses. On the other hand, Shirayuki. On the other hand, on the other hand, or the other hand, Shirayuki on the second half of this season has been amazing. This is probably the most amount Well, why am I talking about Shiryuki? Shit. I didn't want to talk about Shiryuki yet. Neither about Sharik, and Lunamado will be ranked. This is his second half, placing 97th at Sebugeki 19, placing 97th at Umebura, and 513th at Kagaribi, 14, 65th at Sumamata 64, 33rd Impact Major. You cannot tell me there's a single win here. Maybe at this one, Sumapa 187. That's it. That's it. He has okay wins that he got in the first half of the season, and horrible fucking losses, and a lot of them. Like Yayu, Teru, Shin the Lion, Ruri, Resnao, Mimo, Lem. The fuck is Lem? Hiradai, Higasaguropi, Hatsukami, Hayo, Bakuoto, AK Hanyu. Who are these people? I know some of them, but they're still randos. Who the fuck is Yayu? Hiradai. I legit do not know. Ruri. Then we have Chag. Chag, my goat. I wouldn't put you at ranked because of the amount of fucking unranked losses you have. But man, you really do have a lot of good wins too. Um, hi. So Jack has a lot of bad losses, including Davon, DJ Don, Fu, Grandmaster, Luchito, Mihak, Ni Completo, Tuxedo, like Tengu, Senji, Shiomasa. Like these are bad losses, very bad. But the wins, 4 wins on Manny, a win on Gilhue, Shattuck, Susu, 2 on Cosmos, Mark, Waka, Monte, Big Boss, Apollo Kage, Wrath, Toriguri, and Spargo. Like I know this one was kind of a meme, but what the how did you beat Wrath, bro? With fucking Palu? Is that character good versus Sonic? Like, man. Just because of and Monty and Waka as well, and Mark. Just because of that, I give Chak the benefit. He's still gonna be top 150, even though he has this many bad losses. I don't care. Then we have Farah. So Farah, well, so Sumaho is the second best NES in Japan. He was the best NES in Japan in the first half, but not right now. Rocky is an Isabel main. Not the best Isabel in Japan, but they're very good. Tsubaki at some point was a very good Joker main. He was the best Joker in Japan for a while, but then Gorika started getting better, and now he's the best Joker. Now Tsubaki's kind of forgotten. Yeah, he couldn't keep up. uh, Lunamado, he's a multi-specialist, multi-character specialist, but he mainly uses Mii Brawler. I've seen him use Mii Sword Fighter. And he also uses Luigi. Probably uses other characters. Brawler is his most played, I would say. Chag is a co-main, like an actual co-main. He mains both Palutena and Min Min equally. When he feels like Palutena is having a rough matchup, he goes Min Min. He was originally um, just Apollo main, but then he switched. He didn't switch really. He started using Min Min more rather because of Paulo's bad matchups. And Min Min is a broken character, as you can tell. Okay, Pharaoh. Pharaoh is the best Yoshi in North America. North America, very well known for not having Yoshis at all. And so it's funny that we like North America finally has a a player that can represent this character in the West because all the best Yoshis in the world were always in Japan. Like Ron, Yoshidora, Fui, now Mark. Well, Pharaoh has a winner Shattuck, Just Blue, Mars, Crypselace, Cola, Syrup, Samba. These, bro. However, also these. He has so many bad losses. But I think it doesn't matter because he still has wins over these players. I have no idea how he does it, but he does. Yaman Action. I think Yaman Action will be unranked. I'm gonna be honest here. Yaman Action is a Steve main from Japan. Farah is from the US, yeah, and Chag is from Mexico. Lunamada is from Japan. Tsubaki is from Japan. Rocky and Sumaho are also from Japan. So Yaman Action is a Steve main, but also uses Roy and Luigi. But his main is Steve. Well, when he does play, because he has not played in a while. Um, he at some point was a top 50 player. He was like number 49, 48. Right now, he is not doing anything. He beat Ken at a tournament. I think it was at Asamapa. Was a best of three, probably. He also has a win on Kaninabe and Gachipi, which is also good, but having the Ken win is for sure the best. He's probably the only top 50 player that he has a win on, and that's not good. That's not a good sign. Like, look at Farah. He has win on 4 top 50 players. 2 of them are probably top 10. So, yeah. He also has some bad losses, but not that much. He only has lost to 4 different unranked players. So it's not that much. I put Kept as a top 100 player. He does have a lot of good wins, though. Well, not a lot. He only has 3. But he does have those. Hold up. Let me check his results. This is Kept in the second half. He placed 129th at Imebura, though. And 33rd at Silver Cup. I'm not being convinced. I think Kept might be top 150. I already made my mistake. I know I can fix it. But after seeing this a little better, I feel like Capt is gonna be top 150 instead of top 100. If he's top 100, great, I am right. But I doubt I'm right. I don't think I'm right. Anyways, Capt has wins over Kuhaku, Chon, Ryobe, Midorun, Yonokonbu, Daigoro, Gatsby, Alice, Motsunabe, Yara, Yoshidora, and Ashimo. He does have a top 20 win, at least one top 20 win. But even then, like, these two are also good wins, but mm, I don't know if it's enough to like push you that much into the top 100, especially if you have these losses. Like, who is this player? Who is this other player? And this one. Yeah, Cat is probably top 150. I didn't see it. I should have seen it better. Kept is top 150, probably not top 100. On to. I put Nacha in the top 100 also. Hold up. Why did I do that? Is it because of the losses? He has lost to Akio, Denkota, Gakt, Gankuro, Mion, MTK, Nano, Non, Paseriman, and Rinoha. Who is Non, bro? Who is Non? I don't know who he is. He does have a decent amount of unranked losses. But the wins, he has a win on Chion, 2 wins on Mile, 2 wins on Aka, and 2 wins on Yara. Is that enough? It's a little bit more than what Kept has. And Kept's losses are a bit worse, I would say. But just a bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. He also has better placements. I don't know if that really helps, but he has better placements. Nacha placed 13th at Sumaba 187 instead of 25th. He placed 13th at Sebugeki 19 instead of 17th. 33rd at Mobibuda 12 instead of 129th. And, well, Kept had a better placement at Kagaribi 14, which is 25th. Nacha didn't attend Silver Cup, but he did attend Kuroda 48, where he placed second. However, he went to Impact Major, where he placed fifth. But then Kept went to Cafeteria Cup Candy, where he placed fourth. Nacha didn't go. Nacha also went to Sumabata 63, where he placed 17th. Oh, and Kept went to Sumabata 62, where he placed 33rd. I feel like Nacha does have the better placements. But the wins are not much better, especially considering that Kept has Kept has a top 20 win, while Nacha probably doesn't. He beat Yara twice though, and Mild and Aga. He has a win at Shion too. I don't know. Probably top 150. Who am I kidding? And Popo. And Popo. Oh, I didn't talk about them yet. Capt was the best villager in the world, but now he plays more Isabel. And he has also started to use Diddy Kong sometimes. He's from Japan. Naocha is also from Japan. And I think he only means Diddy. I don't know if he means any other characters, but I know he's a Diddy main. Let's talk about Mpopo. Mpopo is a Rosalina player from France. He has a couple of good wins over Raflo and Gluto, but look at all the losses. Yeah, like who is Rodrigo, Haruhi, Inami? Who are these people, bro? Who are they? Kenini? Who are they, bro? I feel like he has the wins don't amount to the losses. He just has too many bad losses to compensate for the good wins. Like I mean, for the good wins to compensate them. Chon, on the other hand, has a ton of good wins and also a ton of losses. He has even more losses than Mpopo. To like Asa, Chaco, Kokomiru, Nagi, Ruruka, SR, Toki, TT Edison. Like, who? Say with me, guys. Who? Chon has wins over Yonepi, Leaf, 2 on Kurofune, Tamego, 2 on Mild, 2 on Rhino, Akakitsu, and Hurt. Hurt, the top 5 player. Yeah. It was like Mpopo barely like Rafa and Gluto. This dude has like 5 wins in top 50 player, and a win on a top 5 player too. To be fair, Chon has the what has Chon done this half of the season? This is Chon's results. These are Chon's results in the second half. Not very exciting, except for like 13th at Impact Major. That's probably the one the most interesting. All the other ones are mediocre. To be fair, like in the first half, he also had like 2 good runs only, which is fourth at Kurubera 47th and ninth at Delta 11. The other ones are unsurprising. Well, 13th at Delta 10 is also pretty good. Hmm. Hmm. Well, oh, Chan. Chan is the best fox. No, the second best fox in Japan. That's it. Do I think Chong will be ranked? Yeah, I mean he does have these wins, which is better than what Mpopo has. It's a bit better than what Nacha has. But the reason there's a difference is that Chon has a lot more losses than Nacha. Most of them are very fucking bad losses too. And we have Jeja. Jeja is the best Kirby in the US. They have wins on Jackal, Snow, Bismuth, Paul, and Cola. And I think that's the only reason they are staying ranked. Otherwise, like they have not attended that much and they have very mediocre losses. Anarchy also like has a couple of good wins. Jackal beat Mupono Lima. In Jackal's case, he has beaten Jackal 3 times. And the losses, he doesn't have as many losses as the other guys we talked about. So I think that Anarchy in that area is kind of safe. Pretty sure he's gonna stay ranked. It's just that he doesn't have like amazing wins. The next one is Natoru. Natoru has 3 very good wins. Ruffalo, Neo, and especially Raru. That one is amazing. But that one, he beat Raru in the first half of the season. Pretty sure he beat Ruffalo in the second half. I mean, the first half too. Probably Neo as well. The losses, though. Look at all the losses Natoru has. What the hell is this, bro? What the hell is this, like, actually? Why are you listening to so many different players? Most of them unranked. Jesus. I also think that Meister will be ranked. I'm gonna skip Unipi. I think that Meister will be ranked. I might be wrong. Might be wrong. Maybe not. We'll see. We'll see. Like he has to win some mild and win on big boss, but that's kind of it. Like I need better wins, bro. He also doesn't have like bad losses. That's the thing. But he has not attended much. Look at Meister. That's like it. This is his season. He attended S Factor and then he won a C tier. He won another C tier and then he placed fifth at a B tier, losing to um Alan this I think and Waka. I don't know, dude. Like he lost to like players he shouldn't have lost to. Meister is so washed. Um, I have a doubt with this one. Now, this is the first time I've encountered this problem. That will encounter this problem. Super Semi. Oh, I didn't talk about. Okay, so Anarchy is a Greninja player. He's the best Greninja in North America. Natoro is the best Pichu in France. He's always competing with this one over who the best Pichu in the world is. Meister is a Game & Watch from Mexico. And also one of the best, used to be the second best player in the country and like a top 10 player for a while. I think his highest ranking was like number 6 in the world. But now he's 103, even though he supposedly won a major, but it didn't matter that much. When you're like the only good player you beat is like barely top 50. Now we have Super Semi, who is a Dutch Young Link player. Pretty sure this happened in the first half. If that's the case, Super Semi has not attended a single event the second half of the season, which means he will only drop down. There's no way he goes up, unless like every player he beats goes up. However, his wins are like over Tarek, two on Big Boss, a win on Leo, and a win on Spargo. I don't think anything special will happen. Maybe he just retired. Maybe he's on hiatus. I don't know. I just know that he's gonna drop down a lot of spots. Here's Super Semi. Then we have Ryope. Ryope is the second best snake in Japan. This is his second half of the season. A bunch of 13s. But this one is very good because it's happened at a premiere, so that's a good 13th. He has wins, like good wins over Shion, Toriguri, and Raru. But he also has losses to Abadango, like why are you listening to Abadango, and Konokururu, Kuhara, Omisoshiru, Urusaki. Who are these players? I do know them, but especially Awa. If you don't know Awa, you're probably a newcomer. This guy has been around for a while. Why do I think Ryope will be ranked? He beat Raru and Shion, and that's it. But he beat Raru and Shion twice, and Mark and Toriguri and Umeki. So that's why I think he's gonna be ranked. And his losses are probably not that bad as well. Well, he does have a good amount of bad losses, to be fair. The next player is Lemon. Lemon is staying ranked because he beat Base Mage twice, he beat Andric, he beat Monty, and he beat Spargo. And he's still attending, but just not that much. He only has attended 2 events. He placed second at the C tier, 65th at Port. This is alright. I think he's gonna drop some spots, but not that much. We're gonna skip past Leaf. Just Blue. Just Blue is a player that had only wins on Mutation and Light at LNBM, I think, or somewhere else. I think one of those wins will happen at Collision, but I'm not sure. Lemon is the best Joker in Canada, by the way. While Just Blue is a Steve from the US, one of the many. He's from New England, I think. He only has wins on Mars, Metis, and Light, but has losses over Amaryllis, DM, Lightning Cam, and Yeast. He doesn't attend that much. In fact, his is his second half of the season. He has attended 4 tournaments this half of the season. He attended 4 tournaments the past half of the season. Yeah, he placed 17th at LMBM, but 65th at Miami. He also got a win on Mars at this C tier. I'm pretty sure he beat Like here, he beat Mutis here. Is he staying ranked? I feel like yes, he is. Midorun. So Midorun is a pit player. He is the best pit in the world that is not named Zachary. He has a decent amount of wins. Has 2 wins on Kurofune, a win on Matsunabe, Mark, Kaninabe, 2 on Shion, and 1 over Shuton. So I feel like even if he has all of these losses, which my god, they are a lot, he's still gonna be ranked in the top 150. But I'm starting to doubt because Jesus, look at this amount of wins. I mean losses. It's just too much. How do you handle that? By beating Shuton? He's not even top 10 anymore. Then we have Kome, pretty sure. So Kome is the best Shulk in the world. He's from Japan, just like Milurun. Kome has a couple of good wins and only a couple of bad losses, like SY and Southando, but not super bad. He's definitely higher than Milurun, for sure. Like he beat Ashima and Rikusu, which is where Milurun beat Shuton and Shion twice. Then we have Nyono Konbu. Nyono Konbu has wins over Shion, Mild, Rikusu Yoshidora, and Ken. Has losses over Gagged, G Extreme, Huto, Mati, Orange, Shion, the CSS. Because if you check correctly, you can see that this Shion is written not in the S is not capped. It's not a cap, but Shion the hero does have a cap S. Nino Konbu is the second best deity in Japan. Should be. I think he also plays Joker, but I have not seen him play Joker in a long time. So let's say he only means deity. Do I need more arguments other than say like he has good wins, bad losses? That's the reason he's not higher. If he had better losses, he would be great. Then we have Shadow. That's how you pronounce that, not Sayado or not Shadow. Shadow is a Mario player. He is probably the second best Mario or third, depends. Or maybe let's say he's tied for the second best Mario in Japan title. He has losses to Kiwamiya, Geo1, whoever he is, Shion, the same player, Nizamamo, Torogu. Not very good losses, but he has wins over Yara, Toriguri, Mark, Rimu. Those are good players. I don't know if that's gonna be enough. If it is, then Shadow will be ranked in the top 150, just like I say here. Daigoro. Daigoro is a Korean player. He is the best Korean from Japan ever since Neo disappeared from the line of the rising sun. Daigoro has a lot of wins. Only one of them is good, in my opinion, which is Yoshidora. All the other ones are okay. Not really super bad. It's just that he has a lot of unwanted losses. Like Chi, Crosske, Darumi, Furi, and Rumiru. Like, what? Why are you listening to these players? We also have. Oh. Hold up. I put 9 in the top 100. I did. Wow. Does he deserve that? Noi has a win on Leaf, Kurofune, Fire, Tanabe, Mark, Orioka, Wame, Umeki, Reno, Yaura. Oh. Yeah, it does look like he has a couple of better wins than Daigoro, on top of not having nearly as the amount of losses. To be fair to Daigoro, though, he does attend a lot of events. Noi is not very active, but he's good. We know he's good. Still has this loss over like Otoro and Yusutsu, like who? But yeah, it looks very decent. Uh, Noi, yeah, Noi is the second best OMR in Japan. No, third best OMR in Japan. I think they used to main PT as well, but I'm not sure if I'm thinking about the same player. Uh, Furara Ramen. Furara Ramen is the best Isabel in the world. He also mains Game of Watch, and he also mains Wii Fit Trainer. But he mainly uses Isabel. Has very good wins over Leaf, Kurofune, Rimu, Noi, Karage level 1, Uame, Kaninabe, Mild, and Ashima. Has some bad losses, not the biggest amount, like Daigoro has more, but he still has a lot of bad losses. Carflow, Rain, Setsu, Soul Art. Yeah, this happened when he went to Port Priority, when he lost to Carflow and Soul Art. I still think, oh well, I talked about him even though I didn't have to, but shit. And I also talked about Noi. Shit, I'm sorry. I'm tired. I guess I'm tired, bro. I do have to talk about Ache though. Ache is a peach player from Japan. Ramen, Noi, Dagoro, Shadow, Ninakonbu are all from Japan, by the way. Kome, Midorun are also from Japan. Um, so Ache has beaten these players: Shiryuki, Tamego, Tariq Reno, good players. And he only has three unranked losses because Ache has attended just a few events. He really does not attend that much, and on top of that, he has not attended a single event this half of the season. The very last event he attended was very bad for him because he placed 33rd at a B plus. Very funny considering he placed third at the first two B pluses he attended this season, which would be Kurogura 45 and Kurogura 47. But yeah, even if he didn't attend that many tournaments, which he only attended only six, by the way, he still got wins on these players. And we have Kid. Kid will stay relevant because of this Gluto win as well as having two wins on Big Boss. That's kind of it. Kid is the best Mii brawler in Europe. He's from France. Very, he's very nice. He's the probably the best meat roller in the world right now. He has been for a while. It's just that he lives in a far region from of France. He lives in southern France, like southeastern France, kind of close to Italy. And that region is like very far from Paris and from Spain. So he has it rough when he has to travel. I wonder why he hasn't been to any events in Italy. Hmm. Because I've never seen him in Italy, but I've seen him quite a few times in the US. You can tell that Genesis was, but that would be like so far away. Out of off topic. I'm sorry. Kid doesn't attend very much. Like I said, like he went to Genesis. Yeah, he went to Genesis. He went to this tournament in Spain too, but he has not been to anything in Italy. I'm curious now. So, kid, yeah, like I mentioned, Luto and Big Boss, yeah, good. He has good wins, not really bad losses except for A8C. That's kind of it. The next player would be Now. Now, just like Shadow, shares the title of second best Mario in Japan. And funnily enough, they're from the same region of Japan. That's very funny. Both Shadow and Now don't attend very often because they live far off, like a very far away region of Japan, which is Hokkaido. Now has only beaten Metara, Mark, and Toriguri. Somehow got ranked higher than Shadow, but I think it won't be the same this time around. There's no way a guy that has a win on Yara. Funnily enough, Now has Mark and Toriguri. Shadow also has beaten Mark and Toriguri. It's just that Shadow has also beaten Yaura, which is great. And now the only other player he's beaten is Metara. So if now gets ranked at all, he will be top 150 and Shadow will be over him probably. Probably. Uh, then we have Tsuna. Yeah. So Tsuna is a player from Japan. He makes Greninja. He was never very active. But look at this. It's the same with thing with Navy. Both players have not attended anything after Kagari 13. Not a single event. What do you do in these cases? Like for example, at least Navy was only ranked number 20, like 136. Tsuna on the other hand was ranked number 83. So he's ranked much higher than Navy. So he has a higher chance of being ranked even if he has not attended any events this half of the season. I'm curious how much the ranking is gonna punish these players for not attending anything. Anyway, I think it's not gonna be punishing them that hard, so I think that's the reason why Tsuna stays relevant in the top 150 because they still beat Mutis and Rocky, so that's good. Cosmos. Cosmos could be top 100. Could be. Just because of Mo, Elandis, and Siski. He also beat Spargo. When did he beat Siski? I don't remember. He did though. Oh, was it at this event in Dubai? Or no, Qatar. They went to Qatar and I think Cosmos beat Siski there. Yeah, Cosmos has a decent amount of wins. He might be top 100, but does he have losses? Yeah, the thing about now is that he has less bad losses than Shadow. And Shadow has lost to like Torogu, Geo1, and now has lost to Tama. But that happened at this Kyokan? Kyokan 12, yeah. That happened very recently. It happened this past weekend. Um, yeah, Cosmos has only lost to Ice Knight and Skeleton. Losing to Skeleton right now is not the best. Ice Knight is alright. I think Cosmos can be top 100, yeah. After seeing like he has only lost to a couple of unranked players and he has good wins. So yeah, I think Cosmos could be top 100 instead of top 150. Didn't really check that much. Next player would be Mr. E, who has wins over Cola, Peanut, and Gluto. Huh. And Andric. And Luis. Yeah, beating Peanut and Gluto, who are probably both top 20, is very good. He does have a ton of bad losses, though. That's why I have him here. Like, in terms of wins, he is a top 100 player, but the losses are too much. What? Who is Infernape? Next, we have Geist, who has only beaten Jeja and Neo. You know, it's time to talk about something else. Onin and banned players. Because Onin got banned, everyone that had a win on Onin is gonna be affected, right? Should be like that. Geist is one of those players. Geist had at least one win over Onin. But he still has a win on Neo, you know. And he hasn't lost to so many unranked players. Only Phantom, which is fine. Isomist is probably fine. Serdank and Warrior are like kinda bad, but not super bad. So I think they're staying ranked. Wait for me for a sec. So yeah, guys, this pro is staying ranked. Then we talk about Alice, who now goes by another name. He calls he calls himself Ataru. That's his new tag. I haven't changed it though because I've been calling him Alice for years. So yeah, changing to Ataru out of nowhere seems odd. Alice has a lot of wins, and some of those are good. Like for example, level one Mark times two. Shion Rocky now has beaten Ashimo twice, and he does have bad losses, right? Penguins, Nei, Torogu, Kizuha, Inawakoshi. I think Alice doesn't have that many bad losses. But the thing is that Alice has not attended anything this season, bro. Like this is Sumabato 62 has been the only tournament that Alice has attended this half of the season. I don't know what is with this that people like stopped attending after Kagaribi or the second half of this season. Like why? What happened? Like they used to attend so much more and out of nowhere like they disappeared. Looks like I know about some of them, but not all of them. Like why is Alice why did Alice stop attending? Like maybe we know why. Like look at these placements. But still like it looks like they still want to play because they went to Sumabato 62 still. Didn't get any wins, I think, but still. Alice is still a good player. I think Miru is left? Yeah, Miru. Oh shit, I still haven't talked about them. Suna is from Japan, the best Greninja in Japan. You know, Cosmos, right? Best Aegis in Mexico, if we're not counting Spargos and MK Leo's Aegis. Cosmos used to live in the US. He was from Ohio, but now he lives in Mexico. Mr. E also lives in Mexico now. He also used to live in the US. He means Lucina, but now plays a lot of Aegis as well. Guy still lives in the US. He's from the Midwest, I think, but I'm not sure where exactly, but I think he's from the Midwest. And he means Bayonetta. Alice is from Japan and he means Roy and Kazuya, but mainly Roy. Miru is also from Japan. He means Kazuya. He solo means Kazuya. Miru has not that many wins, but he still beat Shiryuki, Rimu, Mark, Mild, and Lima, most importantly. People remember Miru for this one because he beat Lima at Kagaribi 13, which was like the tournament to watch. Um, Miru does have a decent amount of bad losses. But to be fair, like, listen to Avaru and Andres and Marcos and Mati, Mion, Omuatsu, Ronto, Atis, Itari. Not super bad. Kurikomochi is a very bad loss. Kurikomochi is a very bad loss. Nah, like beating Lima and Mild, and that's good. That's good. I think he's good. The next one is Mezcal. Mezcal is the best Ridley in the world, and he's from France. He beat Luigi and Gluto. That's his thing. He beats top players with Ridley. A trash character. He has not a new wins. I think he has only he's kept on losing. Like who's Draver? Who's Jared? Who's I mean Jazz has won. Who? I know all these other players though. Um, what else do I have to say? Like he fell off. I'm pretty sure the only player he's beaten is Mpopo this half of the season because these two happened in this first half. And these are the important ones. However, a couple of these ones happen in this half. A couple of these ones. So that's also important to note. He started losing more and winning less. Super bad. Next would be 33 parent box. 33 parent box is from Japan. He made Steve. I've also seen him playing day to day, but only when he's like super losing something, which is funny. He has a lot of wins. He's also one of those players that just stopped attending. His last tournament was Kagaribi. Look at all the tournaments he attended before Kagaribi, and Kagaribi was like his last tournament, which is very sad, honestly. Like, I hate seeing players going like that instead of keep on fighting. I hate that shit. Um, I know like they had trouble attending Kagaribi, so they had to be funded to attend. They're very young. I think they're like 18, 19 years old. And they don't live in the same region as Kagaribi. The Kagaribi is in Tokyo, and Paranabox is from Hyogo, which is like some hours away from Tokyo. He lives like close to Osaka, the Osaka Kyoto area. I'm not sure exactly which city, but he lives in that area. That's why he kept attending like Hyogo events and the Sumabatos. He always attended the Sumabato events because Sumabatos happen in that area in Osaka, Kyoto. Meanwhile, Kagaribi happens in Tokyo, like I mentioned. So it was kind of hard for him to go, especially without a sponsor. He used to be sponsored, but like uh, he didn't have a sponsor by the time Kagaribi happened. And for some reason, even though they did pretty damn well at Kagaribi, they stopped attending events, even in his area. Did they live like somewhere even more rural or something? Like what happened? Are they good? They stopped caring for Smash? I don't know, dude. I literally do not know. Like they had like great fucking results at Sumabata 57 and 0832. And even at Korea, they did very well. They placed 25th, which sounds not great, but it's Korea 13. Like, it's so many players left at. Like, even Spargo plays 33rd. Even Spargo plays worse than Parent Box. Light plays 33rd. Cola plays 257th. Like, dude, Perambov did well. He still left. He didn't come back to the competitive scene. I don't think they have attended any other events. Oye, ¿puedes sacar a pasear a Body? Porque vamos a ir a dejar la comida. Bueno. Y cuando se llama, y hay que darle comida a Body porque hoy día en mediodía se me olvidó dar. Ah, good. Oh, sí, estoy cagado de hambre. Sácame luego, maldita, pasear porque me comida, pero... Oh. Es que estoy grabando, pues. Oh. Body, ven. Ven. Déjala ahí nomás. ¿Sí? I don't know why they stopped attending. I hope they're fine, honestly. They look like a chill dude. So then, well, the reason why I think, like, look at these ones, like, they still beat Tamego, Shion twice, Rocky, Rimu, Mark. Those are good wins. And he has bad losses like Amasawa, Manto, Orca. Right now, Chupi is also kind of a bad loss because, but yeah, like it's not that much compared to some others. Like they have like 8 or 9 unranked losses. Paramox has 5. Not the worst thing in the world. So I think that's the reason. If you don't attend, you can't lose. That's also the thing. So I don't think they're gonna be punished super hard for it. That's why I still think they're gonna be like ranked high in the top 150. They're probably like 106 or 107. Well, one between 110 and 120. I don't know. They're gonna be ranked in probably in the top 150, but I don't know where. And finally, we have Hyper Kirby, also known as Mugen, who is right here. Mugen has a win on Spargo and Cola, and has 2 wins on Paul. And he also has a win on Toon. Now that I remember, he beat Toon at CEO 2025, which was the first like kind of big tournament that Hyper Kirby. No, CEO 2025 was the kind of the first big tournament that Toon attended. Pretty sure, at least in the US. And after that, they started popping off. But yeah, Mugen and Omega. Toon lost to Omega in winners and Hyper Kirby in losers. That's how he. That's how he did in at CEO. I mean. So, I think that Hyper Kirby is gonna be at least top 150. He's not gonna be unranked. For a moment, I thought that Hyper Kirby would be unranked. But after thinking it better, like, he still beat Spargo, he still beat Cola, he has to win some Paul, and he has to win on Toon. So, like, it can't be that bad, right? Even though he has these results in the second half, which is pretty mediocre, he still has that win on Spargo and Toon. Still has. Oh shit! What happened here? He still has those. Um, so he even might be top 100. Might, because his second season is still his second half is still very mediocre. Um, And that would be it with the ranked players in 2025.1. Now let's check the next players that I have to talk about, which is the players that I think will be ranked in the top 150 that were not ranked in the top that were not ranked in the 2025.1 ranking. I'll start with Gact. So because Gact was not a ranked player during that season, I didn't include him in any of this except for players' losses and unranked players. But I have Super Major right here in on my phone, so I can check that. So Gact, I'm gonna check Gact. Gact has a lot of wins. um, More importantly, he has 2 wins on Leaf. That's very important. He also has a win on Rimu, level 1, Fire, Andric, Kuroponzu, Naocha. Good players. He's had a better second half than first half, for sure. I still think he needs better wins, but I think it will be enough for him to be ranked in the top 150 at least, because the amount of wins is too large, and he has not lost to like unranked players recently, as far as I'm aware. So I think Gak will be one of them. Icon. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about that. But you know these players. Hyper Kirby's a Roy, man. He's from Georgia. Uh, Gact is also the best nest in the solo nest in the world. I don't care if it's about Sumaho or Piki Chris or Atata. No, Gact. Gact is the best one. Icon. Icon means real. He's from Chicago, I think. Icon has wins on the Buzz, Cola, Kierash, Luis, as well as K Flock. Yeah. I don't know about his losses though. I don't know. And also, like, it's hard to say, bro. Who are the players that were not ranked previously that will be ranked now? It's not so easy to do. Ultimate is so competitive right now. I feel like it's hard to say when a player will be ranked or when a player will not. And I don't know how much the algorithm values these things. So yeah, it's basically a guess. Like I feel like Icon could be ranked. I feel like Yuzu could be ranked, but I didn't put him here. I feel like MPG could be ranked, but I didn't put him here. So yeah, it's hard. Korinku 1219. He's a player that has been ranked before as a honorable mention in previous rankings. He is a Ridley main from Japan. Korinku has wins on Ramen, Mark, Gorioka, Shion, Raki, and Ashima. Ya nos vamos. Ya, de ahí lo saco. Sí, no, por favor, no lo saques. Dale y dale comida. Pues si dije, de ahí lo saco. Ya, dale comida. En el bote amarillo está el pollito. Dale todo el pollito que es ahí. Ya. Ya. Eso. Bueno. So he has wins on at least three top 50 players, which is great, of course. And his losses, I'm pretty sure, are not that bad. He might. His worst loss. Ah, no, I don't know, dude. He has not attended that many events, so it's easy to check. But I feel like he will be ranked. Like, if you have a win on Ashimo, Ashimo is probably gonna be top 20 this season, so yeah. Then we have Marcos. Marcos is also from Japan. He means Rob. He actually was previously ranked in the 2024.2 rankings. Marcos was ranked number 113, if I remember correctly. He had a rough first half of 2025, but I feel like he has a couple of better wins now in the second half. He has two wins on Kurofune, a win on Tamego, a win on Big Boss, a win on Shion, and a win on Akakiksu. None of those wins are top 20. I don't care. He still has good wins. And his losses are mainly to ranked players, I feel like. So I feel like he has a chance. Marvelous Marco instead of Marcos. Marvelous Marco is a Toon Link player from the US. He has wins on Mo, Jeja, Waka, Monty, Kierash, and Lima. Just by the wins alone, I think you can guess. Why do I say that Marvelous Marco has a chance of being ranked? These are these are good wins. I don't know about his losses once again, but I think he has a very good chance of being ranked. Tomisa. Tomisa is from Japan. Shit, it was this one. Tomisa from Japan. He means ice climbers. He has wins over Shin, Andric, Metara, Kome, Shadow, two on Kurofune, one on Tomego, and Gluttony. Of course, this one is very important. Yeah, Gluto went Link against Tomisa and to no avail. I remember that's it. It happened in Fist Bump 3 in Taiwan. Tomisa is a very good player. I think I already mentioned that he was previously ranked in the 2024.2 rankings. Um, Yeast. I feel like you might have heard about this one. Yeast. Yeast has wins over Wilds, Chugs, PK Chris, Just Blue, Free K Flock, Mr. E, Peanut, MK Leo, and has two wins on Zamba. This is important because Peanut and Leo are top 20 and Zamba is top 10. This is very important. At the same time, Yeast has lost to so many unranked players, literal randos, but he has very good wins too, so I couldn't ignore that. This is a guess. It's to see if the rankings value the wins more than the losses, then Yeast will be ranked for sure. Ryukai. Oh, Yeast. Yeah, in case you don't know who Yeast is, he's the best mid brawler in the US right now. However, there's a lot of mid brawlers in the US. There's at least three that are very good. Yeast is one of them. The other two are Apple Reviewer who is from New England, I think, or tri-state. He's from that area. And the other one is Osh9, who I don't know where he lives. Yeast is from. I feel like he's also from tri-state. He always attend Anchor Smash events. Well, Yeast travels a lot. That's right. Ryukai is the best fox in Europe. He's from France. So Ryukai, Ryukai. As I went on Piyu, Chag, 2 on Ampopo, I went on Susu, Kid, Mescal, Tarek, 3 on Raflo, and I went on Ouch. That's why you probably know why I mentioned now that he has a very good chance of being ranked. Rarcure, you probably know Rarcure. Rarcure is technically from Morocco, but he lives in France. He means Sora and Cloud. But mainly Sora is like his main, but he thinks Sora sucks, so he uses Cloud. He has 4 wins on Piu, 3 wins on Mpopo, 2 wins on Nataru, and wins on over Yonebi, Mescal, Tarek, Siski, and Raflo. I have doubts about this one, more than Ryukai, kind of, but we'll see. Rakir was previously ranked in 2024.2. Then we have Akio, who is a shock player from Japan. He has 2 wins on Take, a win on Naocha, a win on Mark, a win on Masha, and Barikusu. I have a lot of doubts about this one, honestly, but come on, like, he has a chance, right? He has decent wins, and his losses this season have been great, honestly. Andres Afan, he's very famous. He is from Spain. He means the FGC characters, but mostly Ken, Ryu, and Terry. He doesn't play Kazuya that much. He has 2 wins on Piu, 2 on Natoru, a win over Susu, Miru, and 5 wins on Siski. I'm mainly basing on this one. He has 5 wins on Siski. That's so much. And finally, Icy Mist. I'm sorry. She is a player from the US that means Samus. She has been ranked many times before. She's always very close to the top 100, but I've never seen her ranked that high. She has wins on Pharaoh, Jeja, Mr. E, Geist, and Jaso. Normally, I would say that she wouldn't be ranked, but here's the thing. She has a win on Tune. She also has a win on Tune, the Steve player. So I feel like because of that, she has a win on a very good player. Wouldn't that pump her ranking up? She also doesn't have bad losses. That's the other thing. He always loses to like Jackal and Geist and other players, other good players. So I feel like Icy Mist will be ranked. Well, this is the ranking for you guys. I hope you liked the stream. It was a very long stream. Jesus, I talked about a lot of these players, and this happened fast because I gotta go quick. And there's not much to talk about, but honestly, like I have more bases for these ones because they already have a ranking, but from Gagged onwards, I don't have anything except like, oh, they beat like these players, but they don't have as many wins as the other players that were not ranked previously, they think will be ranked in the top 100. I'm gonna talk about that on a next video, on a next stream. I hope you like the stream, and thank you for watching.